Welcome to day 7. We are currently heading southeast out of the village of Great Somerford. A nice little village, some nice historical features there, the church, and yeah, pleasant to have a walk through there. A nice little stone bridge as well that we took a look at. And we're now heading very soon to be leaving behind this road that I'm walking on at the moment to head south, following very close to the river, all the way down to the village of Malford. We are now looking at the remains of the railway line, which we walked through on the edge of Malmesbury. So this is maybe 8-10 miles south from there, and yeah, this is where the railway used to run. I'm guessing behind, across the road here, that is what used to be a sort of railwayman's house. There's also a Second World War pillbox here, which would have been used to protect the railway. Another nice feature to see. And you can see the stone gates of Dauncey House. It's an old manor house that sits on the banks of the river, and you agree, very impressive gates. There's the river heading south as we cross it again. Nice and wide at this point. Well, this is turning into a mission. So you had to go through the centre of a cow shed there. Hundreds of cows all packed in. I'm now trying to make my way down some rather muddy, or shall I say cow muck saturated paths. Actually walking across the field at the moment, or down the side of the path, but hopefully we're over the worst of it. Now the trees you can see off in the distance there, running along here, that's actually the Avon, so we are fairly close to it. I think I've cracked it now because we're off into this field. Yeah, I hope we're over the worst of the cow muck infested tracks, sloppy fields, because this is easy going. Well, I'd say that's bad form. Absolutely enormous field, absolutely enormous farm. This farm has just decided to drive straight down to me and blast a load of muck towards me, so on a public footpath. There's also no stile here to get through, so I've got to fight my way through the hedge there, where there should be a stile there as well. What a And as you can see right off in the distance, the farmer is now leaving the field. So out into the middle, straight down to me, try and blast me with cow muck, and then straight out the field again. And there is the Avon behind that beautiful autumnal oak tree. I've just navigated through another farmyard. Didn't want to film too much because I think that might have been what upset the previous farmer. So, but yeah, I've made it through and back out into more fields, heading towards, as you may hear in the background, the M4 motorway. Another view across this floodplain. Look, it's not as pretty as the Cotswolds. Never mind. This has been the worst section in terms of footpaths. Not signed at all, and the odd stile, but nothing really in place for walkers. And so you can see the motorway off in the background there, just crossing another fairly deep, I guess, for this little ditch, tributary of the Avon, which we are heading towards now. Within 5 minutes I shall be crossing. Some serious power in the river here, I think you'll agree. Nice big bridge for me. Absolutely enormous river there. You see the power of the water moving through the weir. Obviously all this equipment Helps to manage the height of the water through the seasons. Nice good look at the river here at this point. And as I say, some serious power. Well, that is a fairly mighty bridge. I suppose unsurprisingly, considering this is the M4. This stretch of Avon behind us is always an area I've liked when I've driven over. I always want to come and explore here. Nice to walk under here. Get out next to the Avon. And as I approach the village of Christian Malford, I'll say thanks for joining me on day 7. On day 8, we'll be walking from Christian Malford to the town of Chippenham. So I hope you can join me for that. Thanks a lot.